To make you aware, this podcast will contain conversations around mental health and well-being and could include issues of a sensitive nature. This is a podcast from Torfaen Talks CIC.
Well, hello.
Hello, and welcome to the latest episode.
Lots to talk about then. This time we've been out and about with different places and different people.
Firstly, going to go back to January.
For St. Dynwan's Day.
St. Dynwan's Day is in January, and Big Pit were holding
a wellbeing festival across Museum Wales, which Big Pit is just one of many different museums across the Principality.
And so, Patrick, you attended that event.
Yeah, we were talking with Tom Maloney all about a video that they're doing, that they're putting together. What makes you happy?
That's a lovely thing to be talking about, isn't it? Because I think we forget to ask that. It's such a simple, basic question of what makes you happy, but I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to answer that question.
No, absolutely not.
Sadly. No. So what makes you happy?
I think it was probably music.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What makes you happy?
I think what makes me happy is just like the simple things in life, really. Just using my favourite mug for a cup of tea.
True.
The gentle breeze of spring.
Spring has definitely
sprung. It's sprung.
And you know, talking about spring has sprung, we're also going to be talking with Friends of the Green in Blaenavon.
Yeah, so Friends of the Green are to do with Charles Street Green and keeping that space well maintained.
Absolutely,
really.
Yeah.
So we have that. We had a lovely interview coming up about Friends of the Green later on. And then I make you go up to the main street to Blaenavon then, that you catch up with Sue from Victory Church.
Victory Church, yeah, just talking about what they do there, all the provisions they provide, you know, the food bank, that kind of thing too.
But firstly, we're going to
go back in time
to January, St. Dynwan's Day at Big Pit at their Wellbeing Event.
You join me today then in Big Pit in Blaenavon as part of the Love Your Wellbeing Festival that Museum Wales are holding across Wales today, as today is St. Dynwan's Day. If you want to learn more about St. Dynwan basically is the Welsh St. Valentine, but much nicer. Right, so we've been having a bit of a wander around and we've been filmed. Let me explain more. Let's talk to Tom. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you're doing here today?
Well, I've been asked by Sharon Ford to record today just what it is that makes people feel good, what makes them feel that little bit of joy. I often think that it's those small things really that give us the real buzz in life. And I think what to do is try and capture some of those things today from different people.
What brings you joy?
Well, it is this landscape. I'm a Pontypool boy. Strange enough, I did try to leave Pontypool.
You can leave,
but I guess it didn't happen. You know, I went off to college elsewhere. I went to live elsewhere, but I couldn't leave this place really. I had to come back, and I live in Abersychan. The whole area really, from Abersychan to Blaenavon, brings me joy. I have to walk pretty much every day, and if I don't get out and walk, it sort of makes me feel like I haven't sort of had my kind of vitamins for the day, and this area really is my vitamins.
So basically, it's a little bit like the Hotel California. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
Oh no, I can't leave. No, it's that's it. This area. Do you know? This week I've been walking at a mountain, Mynydd Fartig Fawr. A lot of people around this area might even call it an extension of the Coity. And where I live, people might say they were going to walk to the Dogstone. This Mynydd, it hasn't got maybe the view that you'd see off the road like when you see the Sugarloaf. But when I was up there this week, you know, you're standing on the top and you feel that blustery wind and you see the views. It puts something. It's. I know this is maybe a big word to use for this, but it does make you feel spiritual. It puts something inside of you. You know. I think that's what this landscape, for all its scars, for all its industrial scars, it has a magical effect on me. That's for sure.
Absolutely, Tom. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
No problem at all. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
It was so lovely talking to Tom there, talking about what brings you joy. What does bring you joy? There's a question. Drop it in the comments if you like. But what brings you joy? What gives you happiness? What is joy for you? As I said, for me, it's music. And I was doing this too. Just love doing this. So we'll have a little wander around the site. We are at a Big Pit, and it is the Love Your Wellbeing event today. So we're literally surrounded by history in Big Pit. You have the winding gear, you have all the old buildings that used to be in full use when the mine was openly closed in the early 80s. And it's lovely to see this place is still here as a moment of history, I suppose. And it's on our doorstep. If you live in Torfaen, chances are you probably haven't been here. Or maybe you have. Maybe you're coming now and again, or if you have people around visiting and you're thinking, yeah, I'll bring them to Big Pit. It's free to come into the museum, and parking though is £5, which isn't bad at all. We have a perfect day here, and it's just lovely to see everything happening here today for the Love Your Wellbeing event.
What an absolutely amazing event.
It was, absolutely.
I was so sad not to attend that event. It sounded so great.
Yeah, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to catch up with Tom to talk more about his experiences, because he's from Abersacan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, talk more
a Torfaen boy.
Torfaen boy, yeah. So talking more with him about that. But the thing itself, the video that I was part of is going to be out in May, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
It is indeed.
And it's also our first anniversary.
It is.
But more about that very soon, I'm sure.
I'm sure there'll be lots going on.
From the past to looking ahead.
Yes, which is oddly looking ahead, but also looking in the past for you, because you've been part of this event.
Yes, I have, yeah.
So all of the things that are in this event, which is going to be an exhibition.
That's right.
So a photography exhibition that's going to be based in Pontypool Market.
The principle of it is called But You Don't Look Autistic.
Yes, that's the exhibition title, But You Don't Look Autistic.
Yeah.
Because I've known many a person who's neurodiverse that has that said to them quite a lot. But you don't look autistic. What on earth does that look like?
Yeah. Are you supposed to wear a little pin badge?
But it's perceptions, how
perception,
people think people with learning difficulties look, or people on the spectrum look, and it's breaking that stigma that there isn't a look. It's quite groundbreaking, really, this exhibition. I know I'm looking forward to attending it and seeing your photos, for one.
Yeah.
But seeing other people attend the event and their photographs and what it means to them. It's a great exhibition that's, going to be in Pontypool Market as a place, but it's run by Rewild Play.
It's funded by TVA and the and Aaron Bevan
And
with the refunding.
Okay.
They've had
but
funding for
that. So just an important exhibition that I just think is brilliant, really. And so you had your photographs done in February.
I know, yeah.
Pose, Vogue.
I know, and I've seen some of the photos before they go out, and it wasn't a very interesting experience to be there, to be among, dare I say, my tribe, because I'm on the very start of my diagnosis of being neurodiverse.
I think everyone will recognise how long the waiting list is to be diagnosed, but you're still on that journey.
Yeah, it could be. I think I need some sandwiches for that journey.
I
it's going to be a long one.
It
was a very interesting experience to be part of, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing the results of it all.
Absolutely. I'm just so proud of you for putting yourself forward for that, and everyone else that's involved in it. I'm so proud of all the people who took part, not just in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. And I know one of the photographs you've chosen, I think there was a health and safety risk while it was being taken.
Yeah, it's okay.
It was fine.
It was fine.
But it involved a young child dangling off a ladder, I believe.
We don't talk about that.
Go to the exhibition and see which photograph it is.
See if you can spot which one it was.
So that exhibition is going to be in April.
In April, yeah.
I believe it's the 12th?
12th of April it starts. It's going to be in Pontypool Market then for a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks. Oh, lovely. So get yourself down there. Show some support. Take a look at the photographs. Read the people's stories that's involved, and, more about the organisations that have taken part in putting it on.
And let's, in fact, now go to that time when did that and catch up with actual people too.
So snap, camera. We're going back to February.
Today I've ventured to Crumlin. It's quite a grey day outside. I'm about to venture into Beehive Photography Studio and take part in a photo shoot as part of their project, But You Don't Look Autistic, which to a lot of people might come as a surprise, but to others, probably not, actually, thinking about it. We'll go in and we'll have a bit of a chat with them as well. So I'm inside now. I've just had my photo taken by
Evan and Connor.
Evan and Connor, who are, I think it's fair to say, they've got a future ahead of them in photography. I've joined them with Gemma, Tom, and Tom. Tom, can you tell me a little bit more about this project?
So the project is called But You Don't Look Autistic, because we all belong to a charity called We Well Play, and through that and through meeting other people and our children, we've heard that sentence said to us, said to friends, said to our children, and you just kind of, I think it just resonated with us that it would be good to create a project where we could actually photograph people using that term. So because I think people, and just getting it out there, the stereotype that I think people have of autism is, I think they have a very derogatory attitude towards it and believe that it's one thing or another, and they don't realise that it can subtly change from one autistic person to another. Because like they say, when you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person, and that's the crux of it really. So yeah, we wanted to sort of produce something that sort of broke that stigma down.
And I think really with the term neurodiverse, it's in the term diverse, it's everything, it's not just one thing. So I suppose, Gemma, this is about educating people, but showing them, actually, look, did you realise that they're autistic? He is, she is, it's that sort of thing?
Yeah, like what does autism look like? I mean, why is there a stigma? Why do we think that because you're autistic, you can only be this one person or do this one thing? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to photograph people in different settings. Like my son, he came. My other son's just come out as gay. Tom's daughter, trampolines. We've got a nurse come in. We've got a paramedic come in. A lady from the choir. Yourself. Like, these are not all the same people. This is to prove that just because you're autistic, you can be whatever you want to be. It's autism. It's awesome. That's what it should be. It's like we just want this stigma broken of like, oh no, oh bless you, you're autistic. You tell someone you're autistic. You tell someone your child's autistic. You get the head tilt. You get the I'm sorry. Why are we sorry for? I'm not sorry. They're awesome, you know. And that's what we're trying to break, that stigma of this, like Tom said, this thing that people got about autism. That's wrong, because you can be whatever you want to be, and that's what we're looking for.
Finally to Tom, will these images be going? Is there an exhibition going to happen?
Well, yes, we're going to have an exhibition in Pontypool Indoor Market, so we're just finalising the bits and pieces, but we're going to take over like a few of the market stalls and have a display there that's going to run for hopefully a few weeks. We're going to also have like a launch night so everyone can come and it'll be a bit more of a quiet, private viewing, and then we'll just take it from there then. So yeah, they've been really supportive of the market in Pontypool towards it, and obviously we've done the funding through this, came from Torfaen Voluntary Alliance as well, so yeah, it's been really good with that.
Brilliant. I'd like to say thank you for allowing me here today and recording this, and I can't wait to see you in Pontypool Market.
Thank you for coming.
So now we've come out of the studio. The programme itself, as you would have heard, is going to be in Pontypool Market in a few weeks' time. Now, let's go home, back into the warm.
And that sounded like a great photo shooting session. Well done.
And here I am back from Crumlin. It was really a good session. It was nice to catch up with some of the volunteers of Rewell Play as well and understand why this is going on, because we were talking about how sometimes the idea of somebody being autistic is used as a slur, as a name to be called. And it was nice to be among my tribe, as I said earlier.
And I think it isn't until maybe you meet someone like yourself that you think, oh yeah, you know, it
makes sense.
It just makes sense.
There was little things that we've talked about, like one person spoke about when they hit the age of, say, 30, they got really emotional. I thought, hang on a second, whoa. Then I think back to Christmas from 2009, when I kind of...
The infamous Christmas of 2009.
Yes, let's not go there. There was a lot going on outside, but it was that Christmas, you know, I can go back and think, well, actually, it was like something just switched on in my brain.
I think for some people, they reach a point of the masking, not being exhausted from that. And I think that is a lot to do with it, in recognising something's not quite right and they can't think what it is.
No, that's right.
You know, and then all of a sudden when you meet other people like yourself, it all makes...
It is a proper light bulb moment. Yes. I can't explain it more than that. It's like, you have that too? I'm like, I'm talking and I'm not really sure Because we know what I'm like in a group of people. I can't do it.
No.
1-to-1, fine. 1-to-2, a couple of people, I'm okay. Anything more than 4 or 5, forget it.
No. It's stage fright for you then.
It is,
really.
yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
It was a very cathartic kind of day. That's a really good
Oh
word
no,
to
it
use.
sounded it.
Yeah.
Just hearing that back, it really sounded you had a great day. And I know for you then, you stayed in the car.
Yes.
And drove to Blaenavon.
I did, yeah.
Headed for Charles Street Green. You went to speak with the volunteers.
Yeah, with Stuart.
Stuart Evans,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Because I'm Blaenavon, I have to say Stuart Evans. Can't just call him Stuart. It's like, it's Mr. Evans. And I think Amy and Corey were there
Yes,
as
they
well
were there.
from Building Resilient Communities.
That's right.
Yeah, so you met up with them and they're going to tell us all about Friends of the Green, amazing project, and they're looking out for volunteers, people. If you'd like to be involved in the podcast, please message or voice note on WhatsApp. Our number is 07851 138 610.
Today we're out and about in Blaenavon, meeting with the Friends of the Green. So Stuart, tell me a little bit about the background of Friends of the Green to start with.
Well, the background of Friends of the Green started when myself and my granddaughter had this idea to plant some bulbs around the trees here on the green. And from that, it escalated to forming Friends of the Green, which has been very successful over the years. We've had numerous events on here. We've had our open air cinema. We've worked with the Horticulture Society, which we are partners with, along with the Blaenavon Heritage Tree Project. We've had, like I said, the Horticulture Society had their spring event on here. And we've had numerous things here. But unfortunately, recently we've declined in numbers. We've lost people who were very important to the group. But I'm glad to say that we are getting some younger ones now. So we are planning to do more in the future.
How long has it been going for?
It initially started about 2010, so it's been going some time.
Yeah.
I mean, when we started, everybody was up for it, they were keen to do it, and we had jubilee parties here and what have you. But they declined in numbers, and gradually we couldn't put the events on that we would have liked to.
In terms of over that time, you're looking at the moment, I suppose, really for people to get involved a bit more, aren't you?
Yes, we are. Myself, I'm not getting any younger, and we do need people like Tristan Southway, who's recently come on board, and Donna and several others, and it's made an impact. And we are working in partnership now with these lovely people by here, and hopefully we can help each other in our projects in the future.
And we'll be talking with those lovely people by
Yeah.
here very short, because at the moment we're on the green itself. Let's be honest, it's not the best day.
No.
But I think any day here in this weather is lovely. It's
Yeah.
crisp, it's fresh, it's a bit kind of very autumn.
Exactly. And the important thing is, Patrick, it's dry.
That is definitely the bonus point of all. So do you want to talk through some of the projects?
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
walk down
we
and I
can
can
walk down now.
actually show
Yeah.
you the projects? We'll start with the first project that we've done, Patrick.
Okay.
We'll see we've got a slate panel on the wall.
Right, yeah, let's do that.
It was finished in 2010, but
Yeah.
we started it in 2009.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and this lends itself because it's leading into the green.
Yes, it is. That's right.
And-
It's like
and we
it is
reckon-
like the gateway to the green, isn't it?
Yes, it is a gateway to the green. It was a very, very poor patch, and the
Right.
soil used to come down onto the pavement, and it was very unkempt.
Yes.
So this was our first project. We have adapted it since we done it first of all, because we used to have a wooden palisade down here, so that kept rotting away, so we had to introduce the stones.
Yeah.
The sign I'm referring to is up there on the wall.
Oh yes.
Friends of the Green. This gentleman who lives in the house by here was a founder member as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
Unfortunately, he's passed away.
Oh, okay.
This shortly after our chairwoman passed away.
Oh,
so
wow.
that was a blow to the Friends of the Green.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm looking at the types of plants you have here. These, I'm guessing, they're very hardy, aren't they? These will keep on coming back
Yes.
year on year.
Yes.
Do you do anything extra like in the spring? To add any like bedding plants or anything like that to it?
Yeah, we had bedding plants as well. As we go further up, we can show you some other of our projects, Patrick.
Lovely. Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. I should point out as well, Patrick, that all the benches you see here
Yeah.
are put in place by the Friends of the Green,
Okay.
not by what some people think Torfaen County Borough Council.
Okay, right. Because I think that is probably, I suppose that's a common misconception.
Yes,
Really,
yes.
about lots of projects around Torfaen. It's grassroots, it's community-led, isn't it?
Exactly, yes. And I think by the same token, I think a lot of people think that when the trees put in place on the green, that is funded by Torfaen County Borough Council as well, but that's not the case.
Those are all friends of the green doing this work, yeah.
And thankfully, we have had, over the recent years, I would say, a local industrialist has supported us, Goss Engineering, and without his support, possibly we wouldn't be able to put the tree there in the beginning.
Oh, wow.
So we're hopeful that will continue, but we've got to factor in that if it doesn't continue, we need finance.
Talking today on the podcast is about getting the word out there, because, you know, local companies support community projects like yours, but you need the community to take a bit of ownership as well, don't you?
Yes, and to that point, we have canvassed the community quite extensively. In the immediate area to begin with, it's difficult, but we've had a poor response really to what we've done. Another thing is we need to dispel the rumour that this is just for Charles Street Green and the residents around it, but that is not the case. This is for the wider community. We work in close contact with the school above and 2 estates that live above us. This is a main thoroughfare to those estates. Everybody comments that it's lovely to see the tree in the environment that it sits in.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's an important point.
So shall we go to the next little bit you want to show me?
Yes, Patrick. This is also a safe route to the school as well.
Right, okay. Because for people who don't know Blaenavon, this is the main thoroughfare to the resource centre, to Heritage School, to Blaenavon Rugby Club. When you're driving up here, you're passing this lovely green.
You've seen it now and it's rather damp and it looks a bit sorry for itself, but when there's snow on the ground or frost on the ground, it really enhances the green.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is another one of our projects that we've done several years ago, and a notice board, because we were keen to let people know what was going on in Blaenavon, particularly people who were not IT.
Yes, absolutely, yeah, because digital exclusion is a massive thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So it started with someone contacting me when I was a former councillor about funeral notices of all things.
Okay.
So they're saying that if they didn't go over town, they wouldn't know who passed away and so have you. The funeral notices, thankfully, there are none in here at the moment.
There are none at the moment, no.
But yeah, this is a key area, I think, that people walk up here and you can see what's going on.
And that's the thing, you're walking out and about, you're seeing actually what's happening in Blaenavon. You've got the male voice choir, annual concert happening, Aladdin, the service of remembrance as well. So it's an information station really for everybody who walks past and takes...
I mean, it's the local camera club that are in at the moment.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, the live music, and even down to the local councillors have got their ward surgeries in there.
Which is always useful because when you're able to talk to them.
Yes, exactly.
Let's go to the next little bit then.
Okay. Well, I should add that we've recently been donated the floral...
Oh, the planters.
In the planters.
Nice. They're very green, and I suppose really with greenery, it's better for the entire year. It's not just in the growing season itself. Yeah, I get that.
We also put hanging baskets here in the summer. And we're looking for sponsors for that as well, because that's becoming a bit expensive. So we'll carry on up, Patrick.
Okay.
And we show our most recent project that we are in the second stage of completing. We're going to turn you left here now, Patrick.
Okay.
As you can see up there, there's some more benches that we installed initially.
Before you started looking after the green, what used to happen?
Well, years gone by, I think, and I'm talking about a long time ago, they did have events on the green. So unfortunately, there was very little going on the green.
Right, okay.
Now we're coming towards a project now that we've started. Like I said, we're in the second phase of completing it. There was originally, we did have a garden here, a little garden.
Yeah.
But it had got such a sorry state. We had to try to do something to it. So this is what we're doing.
Okay, so to describe it really, it's the bottom half of a barrel.
Yeah, the barrel has been cut down. We painted it and put the planters in the space.
And obviously you've done the bark around in the bed itself.
And the problem, same as down the bottom, Patrick, the problem we did have wood surrounding this area.
Oh, right, yeah.
And every couple of years it used to rot away.
Yes.
So we decided to put a stone enclosure with the permission of Torfaen, obviously. This is a public open space with the permission of doing this. And we're hopeful in the spring that it'll be really effective. There is one other thing we need to perhaps run by you is hoping to site a bench further up the green in memory of our founder members and chairwoman,
Oh, wow.
Mrs. Pat Morgan, who passed away, and Mr. John Prince, who were active members of the Green.
Yes.
So that's another project we'll be delivering shortly.
A quick question, really, before we move on. How can people get involved?
In any way they can, really, Patrick. I mean, we'd like to see people come and support us hands-on. We'd like people to come and perhaps subscribe to us and help us with that problem of finance.
And if they want to get in touch, it's via the Facebook page?
Facebook page or my own contact number, which is 01495 792 335.
Stuart, thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick, for coming this morning.
So we mentioned earlier we had other people with us today. Now, joining us from the Blaenavon Heritage Woodland Adventure Club, which, long name, but we got there.
Yep.
It's only took us about 3 times to say that name. That's okay. I'm joined by Annalise. Now, Annalise, can you tell me a little bit about what you do with regard to this green?
Well, we're an upcoming club. We're not quite yet up and running. We're still in a process, but we've made a partnership now with Friends of the Green. So hopefully we're going to be working alongside and we're going to be helping each other out.
What kind of things will you be doing in the new year? What would be the ultimate goal?
The main idea is to have a club in the holidays, spring, summer and autumn holidays, where the local children can come and do woodland activities.
Oh, right. What kind of activities are you thinking about?
It's like scavenger hunts,
Oh, wow, yeah.
roasted marshmallows, den
Nice.
building. There's absolutely lots,
It
lots and lots we got planned.
Basically, keeping the kids entertained during the half terms.
Yeah,
which there are many.
definitely.
With regard that then, you're getting set up at the moment. Would people be able to get involved with you?
Yeah, sure. We will be looking for volunteers.
Okay.
We will need a certain amount of volunteers, and we're kind of leaving it open to like the community to give us like feedback, what they would like us to do with their children, so we can incorporate it in our planning.
If people want to get in touch in the meantime, how do they do that?
Well, at the minute, because we're not quite up and running yet, I'm sure like Stuart wouldn't mind if you want to contact us through Friends of the Green.
Yeah, so we're looking forward really to seeing how everything develops here in the
Yeah,
in
we're
the
looking
future.
forward to it. We're very excited.
Annalise, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Patrick now is going to make his way to speak to Sue at Victory Church. So he's going to go from Charles Street Green on Tonmar Road, and he is going to go to Morgan Street and make his way to Broad Street and meet Sue at Victory Church.
Can you tell me a potted history of this amazing building?
So we were gifted this building in January of 2019. I can go back a lot further than that. I attended this church from 1980 to 2011, I think it was.
Wow.
It was a different church, it wasn't Victory Church then. And going back even before that, my cousin, Dr. Brian Harris, he and 2 other trustees raised funds to purchase the building in 1969, and they bought the building for £450.
Wow. £450 will not get you a building like this these days.
Doesn't
Not
mind
at all.
much at all.
Your background within this church
Yeah.
and obviously with Blaenavon too.
Yes. Blaenavon girl, born and bred.
Tell me a little bit about what happens here.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we take the gospel of Jesus Christ very seriously. So we have Sunday morning services every week, and we also very sort of community focused. We've kind of built on various clubs and ministries, as we like to call it, in church circles. So if I just go through an average week, so
Yeah, okay.
Monday mornings we have Little Sunbeams, baby and toddler group. Nick and I set that up back in 2017, so that's a few years now, isn't it? So that's going really well. That's a free club for mums and dads. We get dads as well, and grandparents and carers to bring their little ones along every Monday morning. So then Tuesday mornings we have crafts club. I'm not involved with that at all because I can't knit or sew or anything like. But that's going really well. That's really popular. Again, that's a free club. I think everything we do is free, isn't it? Wednesday, we started prayer meetings back the beginning of the year, so that's more of a ministry rather than community focused. Thursday, we have food bank. Which is part of the Trestle Trust. We have Aspire, the learning disability group. That's 3 till 5, which is amazing. It's a social club for young adults. Well, all adults actually with learning disabilities. And then Thursday evenings is our youth club, which I absolutely love. I think the youngsters have a very negative on social media. They have a raw deal. Maybe sometimes it's justified, but I think my kind of philosophy in life is if you treat people with respect,
you'll get respect back. Yes, right,
and
exactly.
we haven't had any trouble with our young people. That's been going now 2 years, I think. Absolutely love it. We've got a new club starting on a Friday night. That's 8 and up. That's more for our church children, isn't it, initially? Because we've got a growing kids' church. So just to do something midweek for them as well. Saturday night we have our young adults group. So we've got quite a few teenagers and 20-something-year-olds in church come to faith. Some of them have beat addictions through coming to faith. So that's on a Saturday night.
When people come to this building, what would you say to somebody who's coming here for the first time? Because it can be quite daunting.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I think we are a friendly church, I hope. I think we can always do more, but yeah, we always try to give a warm welcome on a Sunday. And if anyone wants to come along through the week to the various groups, then I'd like to think that if they come once, then they'll just keep coming. Try it and see.
What we talk about on this podcast is people's well-being now. Talking about a lot of the services that you provide.
Yeah.
Basically, that is what well-being is about. But what do you do for your own well-being?
The thing that keeps me grounded and centred, if you like, I think is pray. Every morning, I wake up and I have a quiet time. I pray and read my Bible, and it just sets me up for the day. And I know that when I don't do that, it's not the same. I know some people turn to yoga and mindfulness. My mindfulness is God's word, the Bible, and pray.
Can you tell me more about the men's and the women's groups?
They do a monthly get-together, monthly men's mental health group. It's called No Man Left Behind, and they meet, I think it's the first Saturday of the month, and they just have tea, coffee and a bit of toast, and they have the pool table out and table tennis, and it's just an opportunity to chat, and I know that there's people men within my family that have found it really helpful to just come, especially when they're going through trials, to just come and to chat.
Yeah.
They say men don't talk. I think they can talk, but maybe they don't necessarily talk about what they should talk about, which is their well-being. But yeah, that seems to be going well. And our women's group, we do women's breakfasts. We only seem to be doing that once every couple of months at the minute. But yeah, again, it's an opportunity for us to get alongside each other and talk, and in smaller groups, because we're a growing church. I think we're about 80 or 90 in the church, so it's good to have these smaller groups where hopefully people can open up a bit more.
If people need to find out information, you mentioned the Facebook page.
Yes.
And is there any other way they can get in touch with you?
Yeah, like I said, through our website, through Facebook. I could give my mobile number, 077 46 229 204. And actually going back to the men's work, they do a men's breakfast. I think that's every sort of 2 to 3 months as well. They have a full cooked breakfast, English breakfast, or should I say full Welsh breakfast?
Exactly, yeah.
That's more sort of faith focus, if you like. So they have men usually come along to give a testimony of how they came to faith or how they've overcome maybe an addiction or something like that. And yeah, it's just great for the men to get together.
Everybody's welcome then, basically.
Yeah.
Sue at Victory Church Blaenavon, thank you.
If you'd like to be involved in the podcast, please message or voice note on WhatsApp. Our number is 07 851 138 610.
So that's another episode in the bag then.
That's it. Yes. What an episode. We've been
Yeah.
everywhere. So wellbeing events up in January, autistic photo shoots.
Absolutely.
For the upcoming exhibition of But You Don't Look Autistic in Pontypool Market. And then talking with the Friends of the Green. And they are looking for volunteers, guys. So get in touch with Stuart Evans if you wish to volunteer. And then the lovely Sue at Victory Church, and just talking through all the lovely events and activities that they've got going on there.
And if you want to know more about what's going on in Blaenavon or anywhere else across Torfaen, get in touch with us, because we are, how would you say, a font of knowledge?
I like to think we're a font of knowledge. I'm very much 80s, 90s. I see myself as a filofax system of information. I never had a filofax, but
I did, but I never used it.
Oh, see, there we are.
Explains a lot, really.
I've got a filofax system of information, and as much as things swap and change and people change roles and organisations change names, we try to keep on top of that as best as possible. So if you want any information or are not knowing where to go for any types of support or advice on your mental health, your well-being, any events or just groups that you want to join, get in touch with us and we'll be able to share.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you. If you'd like to be involved in the podcast, please message or voice note on WhatsApp. Our number is 07851 138 610. This is a podcast from Torfaen Talks CIC.